Hi, we're going to be looking at an option where you can actually record YouTube videos, trim them and insert them into your PowerPoints. But also you've got various options. For example, you can actually embed the code or copy the link into PowerPoint. I think the best method is actually to record the portion of the video from YouTube you want, then insert it into your PowerPoint because it gives you more options to manipulate the video file. Show what I mean. So let's just say this is what you want to use and you want to record some of it, all of it is up to you. Now Windows has got a built-in option where it actually records. So what we should do is maximize the video on your YouTube channel. Once you've maximized it, I want you to go to your keyboard and bottom left select the Windows key between the Control and Alt key and the G key on the keyboard. So Windows and G. And it brings up this option. Now at the top here, I want you to select this option here that will record. So I'm going to select record and you'll see it appear on the right. And there you go, we're now recording. Now if you want to do your own voice as well, you can select this option, but I only want to record what's going on in YouTube. I don't want no background noises, so I'm going to leave that as default and select play. We're going to record just a little bit.
The story of the Buddha's life, like all of Buddhism, is a story about confronting suffering. He was born sometime between the 6th and 4th century BC, the son of a wealthy king in the Himalayan foothills of Nepal. It was prophesied that the young Buddha then
come top right hand corner. I'm going to stop recording.
Or a very holy man.
And I'm going to stop the PowerPoint.
Since Siddhartha...
So I'm going to minimize that. Now where it automatically saves to, I'll show you. Go to your folder and I want you to go to your videos folder on your PC. So I go to PC and you can see my videos folder. And there'll be a folder actually created there just for captures there. It's there by default. If I open it up, and there we go. And there's a video. If I double tap it, and it should play back with the sound.
The story of the Buddha's life, like all of Buddhism, is a story about confronting suffering. He was born sometime between the 6th and 4th century
And there you go.
BC.
Escape from that. So there you go. You've now actually recorded the video. So now we can put it into PowerPoint. So if you open up PowerPoint for me. And what I'm going to do, I'll just do a blank one. Presentation. Use a template if you want. So let's just say I want to add my video to here on my first title page. Enable content as well. Now go to insert at the top and select all the way on the right video. Now we want it from this device because we've actually downloaded and saved it into your capture folder. So select this device. Then go to your videos captures folder on your PC and double tap it. Obviously, I'm going to go to the corners, hold the left button to drag that in. And then you can place that where you want that. I'll just place it there for now. If you don't like the look of it, you've got all the options at the top once you open it. So we could maybe a bit of feathering to it. Maybe you want a border on it. And maybe you want to angle it a different angle. The option's up to you. Now this is the benefit of actually adding a video that you've actually recorded into PowerPoint is one, you don't need the internet, which I'll show you in a minute using a link. And two, you can edit it better. So if I come to the top, select playback. Now I've got all these options here. Can you see trim video? So if I click trim, I can choose how much of that video that I want my viewers to see. So if I drag the green to the right, so I want it to start at say 7 seconds, 5 seconds. I don't want it to end around about say 26 seconds. And that's it. If I click OK, I've now trimmed it. So if I select play,
The story of the Buddha's life, like all of Buddhism, is a story about confronting suffering. He was born sometime between the 6th and 4th century BC.
And then I've trimmed it. So always remember, come to the top here, select trim, and let's trim it a bit more. Let's just say, come out, because there was a gap at the beginning, wasn't there? I want to start about 12 seconds. Click OK. If I now select play,
The story of the Buddha's life, like all of Buddhism, is a story about confronting.
And pause. So if you need to trim it, it really makes life a lot easier. And if you use these fade in, fade out options, you can fade in and fade out with the audio as well. So there you go. I've got my video I've edited just to show what I need to be shown. That's the first option. Now the next thing you might want to do is come up the top here and select recording. Because you've got multiple slides, you could record the slides. So you can go through your presentation, record it, and then share it with people. So let me show you what I mean. So before I do anything else, now it's important with the video you decide, go back to playback. Do you want the video to be clicked on to playback, or do you want it to be played back automatically? Come up the top here, you've got three options to play back automatically when you actually click on it. I tend to use automatically, so I don't have to forget about playing it back. And you can even choose to play full screen or hide while not playing. Let's try it out then. So let's go to recording. We're now going to record it. So I'm going to select record. We're not recording yet, but we're in recording mode. We're going to record with the top left hand option. Now you can use it if you want these options here, for example, highlighter. You might want to highlight stuff and information. Just remember, if you right click as well, you've got little options there that you can use if you need to, like pointer options there. So you can use the eraser if you want to bring that up quickly as well. Now what we'll do is select record and make out I'm going to create this presentation speaking to it. Welcome to my presentation. Today we're looking at various aspects of the world, and this is one of the aspects of the world.
The story of the Buddha's life, like all of Buddhism,
and then you can
is a
start
story
talking
about
over it.
confronting suffering. He was born sometime between the 6th and 4th century.
Now I'm going to stop it for a second. I'm going to play it back. Welcome to my presentation. Today we're looking at various aspects of the world, and this is one of the aspects of the world.
The story.
And that's how you can create your presentation and record over it as well to add your own. Now if I come out there top right and close that, you've then got the option to export it. So I'm going to select export to video and have a look here. It says create video on the right. Now obviously the higher the resolution, it's going to be a bigger file, but that's fine. I think I'll stick with the full HD. And then you can choose seconds spent on each slide if you want. I'll just put 15 and select create video. And then choose where you're going to save it to. So I'm going to save that to my desktop. No, actually I'm not. I'll tell you where I'm going to save it because I want to show you something quickly. I'm going to save that to my videos folder. And I'm going to pop that into capture and save it. Now watch, I'm going to open up capture folder. So I'm going to open video folder. Now I'm going to open up captures. And there it is. Now what happens when I play it back? Nothing. The reason for that is you have to play back with the correct software. So if I do a right click, and I'm going to open it up with instead Windows Media Player. Welcome to my presentation. And there it is. Today we're looking at various aspects of the world. And this is one of the aspects of the world. So that way you can record your whole presentation, add your videos as well, and narrate it. Now just a quick point, I'm going to come back to here as well. You might not want the sound playing in the background as you're narrating it yourself. So if you click on it for me, come bottom right, can you see the little volume option? So you could turn that all the way down or partly down. So I'm going to turn that. Now I'm going to delete that with the delete key. I'm going to show you another method. So I'm going to open up the YouTube channel. Can you see here it says share? Select share and it says embed. You can copy the link as well if you want, or the embed file. I'm going to copy the link. There we go. I've copied it. Then go to PowerPoint. Now if you want to add without the actual video attaching it, you just want to do the link, we again click where you want it. Come up to insert again, remember at the end, video, but this time it's an online video, select that. And then paste that Control V at the top and select bottom right, insert. Hold the left button, you can drag that into position again where you want it as well. Click play. And you can play it that way. If you feel that you want to actually use this option, but how do you then trim it? Well, if I go up the top playback, because it's an online video, you can't trim it. Obviously, it's got to be actually on your computer to be able to trim a file. But what you can do with the embed code is do it that way. But I recommend just chopping out what you need from the video, inserting it in the first option I showed you, and it gives you more control and you can manipulate the file better. But you've got that option as well. And I show the other option. I get rid of that with delete. And again, I'll go back to YouTube channel, select share. But this time I'll go for the embed. That way in it as well, you can select where you want it to start from. And then highlight the embed code, Control C. Or copy and close it. Open up PowerPoint. And then we've got the option again of insert. Video. Again, online video. Control 3 the embed code and select next. And again, you can see it's imported it in, and you can do it through that way as well. If I select
Siddhartha's
play,
father desperately
it played from 29 seconds. You have one other option if you want called screen recording that's built into PowerPoint. So if I come to recording tab, you can see it here, screen recording. Let's open up that YouTube video again. And let's say, for example, you want to record this. So if we go to PowerPoint and select screen recording, you can see it's sitting up the top there. So what we'll do is hold the left button and drag around what you want. Use the select area option there and then just drag. Then choose whether you want to record sound or not. So I might want to speak into it while the video is going. So you might want to narrate over it. Let's give it a go. Select record. Welcome to the video. It's Eastern philosophy. And what we're looking at today is various aspects of the school of life. So I want to select stop. And as I stop, you can see it's automatically inserted it into the PowerPoint. So if I hold the left button and drag that in, again, you can manipulate, hold the left button and drag it where you want. Select play. Welcome to the video. It's Eastern philosophy. And you can see where I've narrated over it. You come to the top. Again, you've got your playback options there. So you can kind of trim the video that you don't want there as well. So you might go again, I only want part of that video. So you can trim that in as well and play it back. To the video. Select OK. So then you trim that and select play. To the video. It's Eastern philosophy. So that's another option you could use as well, depending on exactly what you want to do. Thanks for watching.